There you go. Okay, so thanks, Norma. This morning we had another session doing something similar with Triumph and Zoe. So yeah, everything is still fresh in my mind. But I think I'm gonna give you a bit of the more sort of basic because they've been using the tool for a while and they had specific questions. I'll give you like a high level view of someone who's just coming from nothing to what is Skhokho all about. So basically, what it is a business management software platform. I think that's the best way to describe it. It is a tool that we developed for small businesses specifically because we wanted to simplify all these apps out there that businesses use on a day to day, and integrate them into one easy to use platform, so you don't have to buy 5 or 6 different software and pay 5 or 6 different prices and then still manage your own integrations yourself. I mean, if you
Yeah.
think of even a tool like Zoho, which has like, I don't know, 20, 100 different softwares, they even have another software they charge you just for to do the integrations. So so this one has got everything simplified, and it's simplified for, like, the average small business who just wants to do the basic things on a day to day. So it won't have all the features of a complicated accounting software, but it will have all the things that a small business does on a day-to-day basis as far as accounting goes, like invoicing, expenses, products and services, things like that. Now, this is our website. If you want to access Skhokho, you go to this skhokho.io. This is what it looks like. When you have time, you can read through all of this, but I'll just show you the important things. At the top there where it says navigation, if you just hover over that navigation, you can see our menu. And obviously you want to read through. If you want to read more about some of the different apps, you can click here, and these are detailed pages, service pages describing all the other apps. Or you can go through the documentation, which shows you all the different documentations, and I'll dig into this a little bit later, but you can access the documentation page. The documentation shows you exactly how to do things on the different apps with images and pictures, and showing you how to do this in a written format. And then you can read obviously our legal stuff, pricing and how much we price for the software is there, and video tutorials like this video that I'm recording now with you on. I will put it in our YouTube channel, and it will be there with the other video tutorials that we've recorded in the past. People that want to learn more can watch those video tutorials also. So when you get started, we offer everybody like a 14-day trial. So you can click the 14-day trial, register an account. Maybe perhaps I should log out to show you that, but maybe that's not important because that's simple. It's like any other website where you would create a new account. You just put in your username and password. They'll send you a code. You send it back to verify your email address, and then you're good to go. You log in. Because I'm already logged in, I don't see the login button, I just see the dashboard. So I can just click the
Yeah.
dashboard. So if you log in the first time, it will take you to a dashboard like this.
Okay.
On
Oh,
the
it even has a
dashboard,
calendar.
sorry?
It even has a calendar.
Yes. So on your calendar here, you would see, because we have tasks, projects, milestones, invoices, all sorts of things will show on your calendar. So every time you have like a new invoice due, for example, this invoice was due on Monday, it will show here the due date of an invoice so that you're looking at the calendar, you don't forget. Your tasks, if you create tasks for yourself, they will also show on the calendar so that you remember, oh, this task is due there and this is due on that day. If you have like project milestones, they will also show on the calendar that this milestone is due here and there. It doesn't show meetings really. It shows all the different activities that are here on the app will show on the calendar. So if you can see the calendar view, and there's two views here. So on the dashboard, you'll see the calendar view there, but you can also see the calendar view on the right. So you can navigate on this right panel, and there's a calendar view there. If you click on it, you'll see a more detailed calendar with the different tasks. You can see these are all my tasks I need to do, and these are the project tasks, these are the personal tasks, and it shows you where the stage that they're in. So to do tasks means I still have to do this. Completed tasks will show like completed, and I must, so it does a lot of task management. A lot of the task management softwares like Asana, it covers like all of that stuff that you would have done on Asana with tasking, and also it will email you like, so today is the 17th, like on the 19th, for example, I've got these tasks to you. On that morning, like 6 in the morning, it will send me an email that today you've got these tasks to you that you need to
Yes.
do. Yeah, so it also has a reminder in that form. We try not to spam you with a lot of emails, so And I've tried to minimize the emails, so we're only really emailing you on the due date of the tasks.
Okay.
Yeah, to tell you that today this is due, so that you can get onto it and work on it. All right, so if I give you the tour where it gets started, you let me go back to the dashboard. On the dashboard, when you get started, you've got your links here. You can see all the useful links. I'm gonna replace this thing with a video, I think, so that there's a video. What I like, this kind of video I'm doing with you, I'll replace that. I think video works better. And then you can see your tasks that are upcoming there, and you can navigate on the right here, and then you can navigate on the top. Skhokho is built with different applications for different parts of the business. You know, it's built to be a full business management software. So we've got applications for the first one. The main one is HR. So the HR app is sort of intertwined with what we call the manager app, because they sort of do things that are related to managing your team, you know.
Yeah.
So within the manager app, if you're a manager, a departmental manager, and you've got a team that's reporting to you, you will generally have access to this manager app. And within the manager app, you can do things like assign tasks to your team, approve your team's leave, and things like, what else do you do on the manager app? Check, look at the HR files of your team members, their qualifications, things like that. And you can also assign objectives and tasks for your team to do in like from a high level, like KPI objectives point of view. So that's what the manager app does. The OKR app is like a goal setting application. It is useful for it's like, you've done KPIs, right? It's similar to KPIs, but it's a different methodology. They call it objective key result. Is a methodology for goal setting in an organization. So big companies like your Googles, your Intels, they use it for, they've been using it for years. Actually, some of them associate their success to it because it's a way of like setting up objectives in your business that everybody can, follow the same objectives and, strategize on the important things and, prioritize, and everybody knows what the objectives are. And then you start to measure your key results. Those are the supporting sort of milestones for your objectives. And as you do all of that, you achieve your key results, you're achieving your objectives. So that's what that app does. It sort of helps you do that. And then you've got the sales one. The sales one is like the CRM, and I'll go into a little bit of detail later on. The sales app really helps you with it's like CRM. It's basically a CRM. It helps you with contact management, being able to send, emails to your contacts, like even mailing, things like that you would do with your MailChimp and stuff, you can do inside of the CRM. And also lead management. Like if you think of Salesforce lead management, it's sort of a very basic form of that. You can do that in the sales app. And then we've got the project management app, which is like your Asanas and your whatever. It does a lot of, if you've got a project, you can do your project management in there. And accounting is the one where you can do now your invoicing, expenses, So if you look at all of these things, within a business, the majority of the things you need to do are in here. And over time, we are going to add more apps as we go. Definitely one we wanted to add, but we couldn't do it in the first release, is we want to add a quality app, for quality management. And maybe we'll do another one for social media management also, So I think in the next release, we'll have both the social media app and the quality management app. We'll add them as we go along. And then you can also navigate at the top. The same apps here are also there at the top. So you can go directly to the OKR, which is the same app there, or the manager app, the project app, CRM, accounting is the same thing. Or you can click here and see a detailed, this menu is the same menu as there, but it's just in a different format. So it's just a different way of navigating, whether you want to go from the top there or from the bottom here. Now, there are different pricing models because depending on what you want, we don't give everything to everyone because maybe people don't want everything and it will be too much. So our pricing model, if I can show you here, let me just go to our website at the beginning. So if you go to our pricing, you'll see that there are different plans from the starter to the pro. So the starter is the most basic one. And then if you can pay only $20 for that. And if you get the starter, you'll get basically the HR and the OKR and the manager stuff. So everything up to here is included in the starter app, which is what most people want to manage their HR. From the manager app, you can do basic task management. From the OKR app, you can manage objectives. And I think if you're basic and you don't have projects and sales, maybe you don't want to pay for everything, then you just pay for that. And then the next version, the next level, then you get the project and accounting. So you can do the project management and project app. And project and accounting are actually quite, they're intertwined. They're like integrated, because the projects, when you run a project and you invoice on a project, you do it via the accounting. And then when you do invoice on a project, from the project app, you can also see how much money the project has made. So a lot, the accounting and the project app are actually integrated in a way. So they come together. And you can see the money you're making based on the projects that are making that money. So you can track, your revenue and your losses, from the project point of view, which projects are profitable and things like that. So they are sort of connected in a way. And then the last one, which is the highest, the most expensive one, is you get all of that, including the sales and CRM. Because sales actually has a lot that comes with the sales. You will see when you go the sales app, you got, the mailing functionality. You see, this is the longest list of things. You've got all the things from the contacts to the mailing list to the HAS to the leads to the documents, sales notes, meetings, and all sorts of things that are available in the sales app. And when we do the social media and we add the social media app, it'll be bundled with the sales app. So it will be like connect, because social media actually and social media marketing and sales go together. So we just didn't do it in this format, but the next release we will bundle it with the sales app without charging extra for it, because I think they go together. It's just we couldn't finish the social media app in this release. Okay, so any questions so far? I mean, I can go.
Yeah. So I wanted to know who exactly is your target market, as Skhokho is right now. What type of segments are you targeting?
So it's difficult to, and I've thought about this for a long time, and I don't want to limit it to a specific market segmentation, but I'd rather limit it to a specific size of business, because every business has projects, every business has accounting, every business has marketing, and every business has CRM and sales and projects. So as opposed to like an industry, I'm rather focused on like a business size, because I'm looking at startups, businesses that don't have the time and effort to buy 5 or 6, afford a Salesforce, afford a QuickBooks, afford a Asana, afford like 10 software and pay $2,000 a month, right? Those businesses that would rather they still want to keep their business records, but they don't want a complicated system. So as a business owner, if you were a one-man business or you were a three-man business, and you just wanted to keep your HR records and your whatever, so it's mostly a business size that's our target market, more than a business segment. Because I think as businesses grow, then you have 1,000 employees, then maybe you will buy a Salesforce eventually, and get Sage accounting, and because now you're big enough to have a whole accounting department. But when you're starting out, you're not gonna go and have and pay for Salesforce. You're not gonna go and pay for, but you still want to keep track of your contacts, and you still want to keep track of your of your leads and whatever. So it's a very simplified version for small businesses that just want to do the work without the complicated system, because they don't have a whole sales department to manage all the complexities of a big CRM, for example. Yes, like Microsoft Dynamics, I mean, is like flipping, a small business trying to do their CRM on Dynamics would be like overkill. But they still want to track a mailing list and mail whatever 50 clients they've got, or 100 clients or 1,000 clients that they've got. Then this is suitable for that.
I agree. So in terms of training, because not everybody is technologically savvy, and this is a system that people are not familiar with, unlike Word, Excel, and I'm talking from a small business context, right?
Yes.
Do you offer training when a person buys the package?
We don't offer training when a person buys the package, which is why we've spent a lot of time and effort investing in training material, including this video that I will also put online. So we have a YouTube channel which has a lot of training material which we've created videos for. If you just
For
go,
this specific app.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So if you go to YouTube, like this is let me just go to the YouTube homepage, for example, and you just search for Skhokho business, all right? And this is the one at the top there. Doesn't have a lot of subscribers because it's fairly new. Under videos there, you will see it's not a lot of videos, but and I'm gonna add them as we go. Like this video training is on the HR app, on the task management, on the business management, the CRM, ERP, the navigation. And this morning I did this one, which is like an hour long, where I was taking these guys through the OKR training, and I'll put this video with you now. I'll also edit here. So as I do individual training sessions like this one, I will make this video available for future guys to see, because eventually I won't be able to do one-on-one training with everyone. It's not practical, but we will make the training available and people can come and watch the videos. Also, inside of the app itself, so let's say you are trying to figure out the personal app, and these are your tasks. So your tasks are going to be under your personal app, my tasks. And you get here and you don't know what's going on. There's a button at the top that says documentation, almost on every page, so whether you were here or you were there, whatever page, there's going to be a button, even if you went to sales and you went to sales mailing list, for example, there's a button there that says documentation. I've put it on almost every page. And if you click this button and you open it and you come here, you will see like a written tutorial of how that section works with images and pictures and how to create a contact group and whatever, So people will have to take the time to read these things. But also I will, in addition to this, I'm also making a video for every section. So I think I'll have another button with a video and another button with this. So maybe the video will be a pop-up. I'm still figuring out how to do that. So I'll create a video for every section so that when you get to that section, you can just watch the video of how to work that section out. And then I'll make those videos available on YouTube here, but I will also make them easily available at the point of use, So here I'll have the video specifically for this section, either on a pop-up or on a button that says video, watch video, or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, but I tell you what, I like the system, right? I like that there's a 40-day trial.